Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're decoding the absolute oldest cosmic war in history. By synthesizing ancient texts, scholarly writings, and esoteric traditions, we're going to unpack the literal origins of deception and explore exactly how an ancient entity known as Iblis manipulates human civilization right down to this very day. So, what actually sparked the oldest war in human history? Well, to really understand the roots of this massive cosmic rebellion, we have to drop right into a time before humans even walked the earth. You see, Islamic sources tell us the earth was first inhabited by a completely different creation, the jinn. But after generations, they caused massive corruption and bloodshed. Now, according to the texts, a highly devout jinn named Azazel, who later became known as Iblis, actually helped drive away this corruption. Because of his intense devotion, he earned an incredibly high rank, even dwelling among the angels in the heavens. And then everything shifted. In the last hours of a Friday, a brand new creation was formed out of clay. Adam. Section 1. The Cosmic Rebellion and the Vow. This brings us to the ultimate turning point. The sources detail that Allah announced the creation of a new being with free will, a Khalifa or vicegerent made from clay. When commanded to bow to this new creation, Adam, Iblis flat out refused. This foundational moment captures what many scholars called the first philosophy of racism. Iblis claimed his fiery origin was inherently superior to Adam's earthly clay, stating with absolute arrogance that he was better, simply because he was made of fire, and Adam was just mud. The scriptural translations of this event detail Iblis's sheer arrogance, his subsequent expulsion from his high rank, and his chilling request. Actually, think about this. Instead of seeking forgiveness, he asks for a respite. He literally asks for time until the day of judgment, and he is granted this time, setting up a definitive testing ground for all of humanity. And with that time, he makes a terrifying promise. Iblis vowed to sit on the straight path and relentlessly attack humanity from all four directions, from the front, from behind, from the right, and from the left. His stated goal? To ensure you'd find most of humanity ungrateful. It's a comprehensive 360 degrees strategy of deception. Section 2. The Psychology of the Whisper. So, how does this ancient attack actually manifest in our daily lives? Well, Iblis doesn't always command blatant rebellion. That'd be way too obvious, right? The texts explain that just as he did with Adam and Hawa in paradise, he slips into our thoughts with incredible patience. He plants soft words, he subtly sows seeds of doubt and suspicion, basically making the forbidden look beautiful and the truth look really burdensome. It's psychological manipulation at its absolute core. Building on this, scholars explain that these whispers, known as waswas, manipulate us by strengthening our very own base desires. The shayateen, the devils, push us toward absent-mindedness, especially making us forgetful during moments of reflection. They amplify greed, and most importantly, they whisper the exact same lie that destroyed Iblis himself, the disease of pride. It's that toxic, deeply ingrained idea that you are somehow inherently better than everyone else. Section 3. Magic and the Occult. But the sources trace a fascinating evolution here. As human civilization expanded, these individual psychological whispers evolved into structured esoteric manipulation. Islamic scholars like Al-Fakhr al-Razi strictly define this as sir, or black magic. It's described as an act where the cause is deliberately hidden, specifically intended to distort reality and deceive people. This forbidden science involves agreements with dark entities, utilizing knots, incantations, and rituals to cause actual real-world harm, like illness or separating families. It's basically trading with the unseen to manipulate the seen. Texts like the famous Arabic grimoire Shams al-Ma'arif, as well as the Quran itself, reference this subtle manipulation of reality. The Quran specifically warns believers to seek protection from the deceptive, roundabout actions of those who blow on knots. It is a very real acknowledgement of these unseen forces operating right in the margins of our world. However, the sources emphasize a highly critical theological boundary known as the paradigm of Prophet Suleiman. As seen in the history of Suleiman, who commanded the jinn, magic and dark entities have absolutely no independent power. None. They cannot cause harm to anyone except by the ultimate will and permission of Allah. This serves as a vital reminder that while the deception is real, ultimate control remains entirely divine. Section 4. Systems of Control. Now, as we move into the modern era, the literature suggests a massive shift in strategy. According to the text The Hands of Iblis, this grand deception became fully institutionalized. The author argues that secret societies and esoteric fraternities, often associated with Masonic symbols and regalia, mask their true nature behind humanism and elite wisdom. These systems, the text claims, are mechanisms for maintaining profound global power structures through mutual pressure and carefully guarded secrets. This institutional shift perfectly captures what the author calls the Iblisian ethic. It's an ideology that completely severs morality from divine revelation, promoting extreme materialism and hedonism instead. It's essentially designed to enslave the masses with feudal employments and mutual societal pressure, replacing the pursuit of divine guidance with an adherence to empty materialistic rituals. It's simply the whisper of pride and greed scaled up to a global level. So why does all of this matter to you and me? Well, despite these intense claims about global manipulation and esoteric societies, the sources continually bring it back to a singular, empowering truth. The ultimate battlefield isn't some secret society boardroom, it is the human heart. The strongest defense against this ancient deception is simply taqwa, mindfulness, spiritual purification, and keeping your own heart completely connected to the divine. Because every single choice we make, every day, tips the scales of eternity. We're constantly navigating between divine guidance and the subtle whispers of deception. So, this explainer leaves you with a critical reflection on your own free will. In this oldest war in history, which voice are you truly listening to?